Our friend Michael Cook is here this morning with what's going on the big screen this weekend, and it looks like two movies you really liked.
Two movies to talk about. Let's talk about Knives Out first. This is a mystery whodunit. It's set in there you see a massive mansion in a New England countryside. At the very beginning, there is a death after a big party. The patriarch is found dead in his study with his throat cut, and it appears to be suicide. However, Daniel Craig is a private detective who's been hired, who doesn't quite believe that it was suicide, and in fact it looks like all of his kids and even in-laws might have a reason to have murdered him. So Daniel Craig, along with police officers, start investigating what happened the night in question, and then it becomes all the more confusing when each suspect is a major suspect. The fun thing about this, one of the fun things about this movie is that it's actually revealed very early on what happened. I won't give anything away, of course, but then the plot still centers around them trying to figure out exactly what came to pass. A lot of fantastic actors in there. You have Daniel Craig, Jamie Lee Curtis. There you see Toni Collette, Michael Shannon. I mean, an all-star cast who are all fantastic and perfectly situated for their roles. There you see Ana Damaris. She's the nurse who takes care of Christopher Plummer's character. This is a fun whodunit that keeps you guessing and keeps you wondering what everybody's motivations are and what's going to happen next. Very intricately done plot that could have easily gone awry, but very expertly crafted. I give this movie a 9 out of 10.
That's big. That is big.
Very good
because
movie.
You mean it. I mean, you don't just throw around those knives.
In the trailers I've seen, it kind of says, is this Clue meets James Bond?
Well, no, I wouldn't say James Bond because Daniel Craig has a thick Louisiana accent.
No way!
Which takes a minute to get used to with this, very southern.
You're like, first time you heard it, like, whoa.
very southern fried, but he pulls it off. So I recommend this movie. It's PG-13.
Okay.
The next movie to talk about is called Queen and Slim. It stars Daniel Kaluuya and a newcomer, Jodie Turner-Smith. They play a couple on their very first date. It doesn't go well, and there you see at the very beginning, they get pulled over by, frankly, a racist cop, and the young man ends up killing the police officer in what appears to be self-defense. They go on the run and, of course, are chased across the states. Meanwhile, these two, who literally was their first date, are having to start to get to know each other while fleeing from the police and trying to get to safety. But their story inspires many people along the way. Some people who believe that some police officers are too quick to violence, and actually kind of help them get away with their plan. The two actors, I thought, in this movie, the two leads are fantastic. There's much tension throughout as you start developing feelings for these characters. Now, unfortunately, some of the writing, I thought they made some of the characters do kind of frankly just stupid stuff that didn't make much sense. I mean, there's always, you have to have some unbelievability or believability in movies, but sometimes it was a little like, I have a hard time buying that. However, I did enjoy this movie. I thought it was had a lot of good themes that need to consider, a good message, and just a good story, and actually a bit of a love story at the heart of it, which is why I give this movie 8 out of 10.
So you really like this one as well?
Too.
Do they have a second date?
Yeah, no.
That's a long second date.
Exactly. So if you want to get it, you probably been cooped up with your relatives this past Thanksgiving. So there's 2 movies to see. But Queen and Slim is rated R, so it is not a family film by any stretch of the imagination. But the first one is PG-13. So if you want to go see that one, I encourage you.
And you have Frozen 2 is still out.
Yeah, exactly. Frozen 2.
Can I review that one? I give it a 10. If I did movie reviews every
Well, you can't argue with that, Michael.
I give it a 10. It was excellent. Mr. Rogers' movie is out this weekend as well.
It's very good.
And that's very good as well.
A lot of great choices.
Okay. Thank you, Michael. Love having you on. We'll be right back after this.